Hey, I'm Duke on Twitch. If you want to support the channel and greensunzenith.com, you can find my Patreon, merch store, and singles store, where you can buy singles through TCG Player or Card Hoarder in the video description. If you want to get in contact, you can also find all that info in the description below for things like donation deck lists or just wanting to reach out. Alright, let's get right into it. Hey, welcome back to Dukes on Twitch. Back to and full color Loam. Hey Connor, how are you going?
Good. How are you? It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been a while since we co-streamed. I think sometime last year, when we took a similar style deck through a league, and it was a ton of fun. So really cool to have you back on.
Yeah, it's been. You're my favorite streamer, so I'm happy to be here.
Too kind. What do you want to start? Do you want to start with the color choices? I've kind of broken it up between fetchable lands, utility lands, kind of like the turn one plays, the Green Suns package, some of the mid-range, card advantage and planeswalkers, and then removal.
Yeah. I probably have a very different way of building decks than a lot of people. I tend to be a little greedy when I build decks. I like the kind of pilot I've always been. I like flexibility and versatility over consistency. I think some people don't like that. But I like having options. I like being able to answer everything as it comes up. I like having game against everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like how I've built my lists. For a while, I was trying out like Yorion Loam decks. I mean, it's basically like when Oko was a thing, you just definitely played blue, and there wasn't any questions about it because Oko was oppressive. And since then, like Loam's kind of fallen out of favor. Not a lot of people play it anymore, and I've tried to. I started playing again. I took like 8 months off of playing Magic, and since I started again, I've been trying to bring back Red Loam, basically, as I think a lot of red cards have been printed recently that make it better than blue. And this deck list has been very good. Like, I've been really, really happy with it. I'm doing pretty well overall, and I think the list has legs long term. Unfortunately, though, oh, Adam, are you? That's sick. Yeah, I've heard that other people are playing it now, which is kind of weird. Like, usually I'm the only one who plays it, or like other people tell me it sucks. they lose or whatever. Nobody else plays it, and it's just me. But that's cool that other people are trying it. The unfortunate thing is that 2 of the cards that make this deck, I think, a tier deck again, are not available on Magic Online. So in real life, I'm playing Maddening Hex in the main over Valky. I'm playing Minsk and Boo over the Third Blast, and I think those 2 cards are very good. And I think they make playing red much better than blue right now.
Yeah, so Maddening Hex is 1 and 2 red for an enchantment that you enchant player, and whenever they cast a non-creature spell, you roll a d6, and that enchantment deals damage to that player equal to that result, and then they can attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponents, but because it's 1v1, it doesn't change, correct?
Yes, so I think this card is busted. I think whenever it gets on Magic Online, it's going to see a ton of play. I think it's extremely good against combo. I think it's really good against control. I think it's main deckable. I think Delver's going to play it main deck. I think it's going to be everywhere, and it's just not on Magic Online yet. And I think it's like one of the main reasons to play this deck. In fact, like I'm sure long term I'll want to play 2 rather than just. But I'm starting with 1 because I haven't played it yet. And then the other one is Minsk and Boo, which I know you're also really excited about. And I think that card is like really, really good in grindy matchups and like exactly what you want against like Jeskai and other control decks. So
yeah, definitely. I've played it in paper a few times and I've been pretty happy with it. It's quite good against some of the Jeskai Planeswalker decks where you just are able to play a threat and then also deal with the Planeswalker on the same turn thanks to Boo.
Yeah, so I'm playing that over the Third Blast in the board. And I think I'm like really happy with my paper list, and I think it's like pretty powerful and like definitely good enough to be like a meta deck again. More people pick it up. I will say I'm not sure about the Dark Depths combo long term. I think it's pretty good right now in general. It's been pretty good for me. It does mean you get some more awkward opening hands, like Dark Depths in them and no Mox Diamond, and you just like can't cast your spells. But it also like gives you a backdoor win condition against combo, and it's pretty good against Delver. It's something that can kind of like sneak up on people if you have an active knight. And I've liked it enough to keep it in the deck for a while. So that's kind of one of those things where like if I play second Maddening Hex, do I cut the combo and play another red source? Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about different things, but it doesn't matter because I don't have that choice on Magic Online right now. So this is the best possible version of the deck on Moto, I think, after a lot of texting.
Nice.
I think like the one flex slot in the main, I was trying Savines. This is a 61 card deck, by the way, which I used to hate the idea of doing, but I think it's fine. I was trying Savines for a while, which is good, but Valky's been really impressive. It's kind of weird, a weird choice, but obviously the 7 mana Planeswalker is like busted, and everybody knows that. But even like the 2 mana creature, you turn 1 it off a Mox, it's good disruption, it gives you information, and you can bounce it with Karakas later and recast it as Tibalt. So I've been really impressed with it as a card that's like sitting there until Hex gets put on Magic. And then otherwise, like deck is pretty similar to how it's always been. I mean, Chalice is a staple of the deck. It used to be. I mean, it's for a while it's been pretty bad, but I think it's decent again. It's still really good versus combo, but the way that I view it now is different than I used to, where I boarded out almost every match except for combo. Like, I think it's a much better game 1 card nowadays, and like, so that's why I have the 3 blasts and the 2 plows in the board, because most of the time I take out all my chalices against Delver, and I just bring in blasts and plows, because I think they usually are better prepared post-board for chalice if you hit game 1.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I just think blasts and plows are much better in the post-board games.
Yeah, nice.
And it's worked out really well for me so far in doing it that way, rather than trying to like keep chalice in.
One card that I have no experience with is of Nixilis. How do you like this card?
That card has been one of the MVPs of the deck for me. It's like insane. It's been really, really, really good in a lot of matchups. even like most of the time you will like just fetch Dryad Armor and sack it to make a copy, and like the copy mechanic of it is like so good because just like having 2 planeswalkers for 3 mana is a lot of value, and like the discard every turn or damage is a pretty good clock. The devils like add to the board. The ultimate obviously is very good, and like you have turns where if you have like a knight that's a 7/7 or higher, you can sack it to Omnix, make a copy, and ult right away.
Yeah, surely there's a bucket list with being able to target your opponent and kill them through Obnix.
Yeah, it's been really cool. I even got somebody off of Thassa's Oracle deck the other day where I made them draw 7.
Oh, classic. That's hilarious.
That was pretty dope. Yeah. I really like the Planeswalker suite in this deck, actually. I've always been a fan of more walkers in Loam. So, like, everybody knows Grist and Kaya. Obnix is new. Wandering Emperor has been, like, pretty much incredible, like, every chance I've played it. And nobody really expects it, which makes it even better. And it's also, like, a reasonable 4-mana card versus Delver. Because, like, if it resolves, you can take out a Marktide or whatever else and gain life.
Yeah.
You're
definitely
just like untapping and adding to the board.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then you still have like all the same cards as like there's ever been, like Bob and Knight and Library and Loam, Green Sun package.
Yeah, I've been playing Bob a little bit recently and been really enjoying it.
Yeah, Bob's always been great in this deck. And then the new removal spells like Sudden Edict's really good. I think it's pretty underrated in Legacy. It gives you an uncounterable way to handle Murktide. And like I had a sick line. I played this deck on stream with Arkin the other day, and we were against 8cast, and they had lethal on board with a Canonist, a Thought Monitor, and like an 8/8 Saga token. And we had like 1 turn to kill the Cannoneer, or we were dead. We attacked with a lethal knight. They had to chump with Thought Monitor. We sacked the knight to Grist, killed the token, and then we sudden edicted the Cannoneer. Didn't have to pay the extra 4. So like Edict just deals with really hard to answer threats in Legacy, and I think it's like pretty solid in a Chalice deck where you don't get Plow game 1. So that's been really impressive. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is like the best card in the deck. It's the reason that the deck works again. It's added a lot to the deck. It does everything the deck wants to in 1 card. It just, like, adding to the board, making treasure tokens to fix colored mana, and then, like, filtering cards. Because often your hand gets stuck with, like, Mox Diamonds and land. Pitch 2 cards to draw 2 action spells. And then if the backside lives for a turn, like, you copying Knight or Bob is insane. So, the card's been better than I ever thought it would be. And it's like, I think it's a staple in the deck now. I just don't see myself ever playing this version of Loam without Fable.
Cool. Yeah, I was saying before how nice it is that the token gives the treasure on attack, not damage.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to get treasure since you don't have to deal damage. And it's also been nice to hear that like other people who've played this list have also told me that they agree that Fable's become the best card in the deck. I think it's like kind of the glue that holds everything together, and it's probably the reason to play red again, since we don't have like Hex and Minsk yet. So I still think it's worth playing red just for Fable, and like blasts are obviously really good. Like the sideboard is like pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the sideboard's always played Plows, and then you have Engineer for the creature decks, and Choke for blue decks, and then Oof and Force of Vigor for like artifact stuff. Leyline, I like Leyline over Endurance because there's a lot of Reanimator on Moto, and I feel like Endurance just dies to discard, and then you just like die to the combo. So I think Leyline's like just the best graveyard hate card. It also has a lot of text against Delver. Like there are times I've been trying. I'm not quite sure that I'm 100% on it yet, but I've been trying boarding out Bobs for Leylines on the draw against Delver. Like, just shutting off Murktide for the whole game is, like, pretty big game.
Yeah, definitely. And even just like, keeping DRCs down to 1/1s can be make or break.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really liked Leyline overall, and I think it's better than Endurance. And as Mark knows, Mark's a big fan of Endurance, and I am not. I think that's one reason we really differ as pilots. I think endurance is like very medium. Like I like having one as a green sun target, but I used to play 3 to 4 in all my decks, and it just like I'm not that impressed with it. And I think I'm in the minority on that. I know a lot of people love endurance, and I don't know. I feel like it's like fine. Like I feel like all the Delver players play around it and expect it now. All the graveyard hate or graveyard combo decks play around it and expect it and wait to get discard spells. Like it wasn't as good as it was when it was first printed, and so I wanted to have like less graveyard hate answer in the board again.
Yeah, Leyline's really nice that it just turns off the graveyard as a resource until they find an answer to it. Whereas Endurance sometimes is just a one-off effect is just not enough. Like there's definitely games where I've Endurance to my opponent and then the next turn they've just gone to like discard a creature, reanimate it again. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I don't have a second Endurance, so you get that.
Yeah, I mean I think Endurance is best versus Delver, but this deck is already pretty damn good against Delver that you don't really need more than a copy. So
yeah.
Like because you have so many weapons against Delver and so many things they have to deal with and respect, and like I don't know, I'm 4-1 versus Delver with this list so far. So I feel like it's relatively favored.
Cool.
Obviously you can still get Delvered, right? Like they can still just go like turn 1 Delver, daze your thing, like flip it, like Murktide, then you're dead. But unless they have like the nut starts, they have a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, no, exactly. Cool. Do you want to get straight into some leagues? Let's see how this
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Nice. Legacy League, 4-color Loam, tickets, nice. Gameplay. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, it's cool to play so many Planeswalkers, especially in the really grindy matchups. Just being able to build out the board is really nice.
Yeah, I'm competitive, but I also like to have fun, and I like Planeswalkers. May not be like optimal, but
all right, up against a Yorion deck.
I mean, so this could be like anything between D&T to like Zenith to whatever. I would keep this hand. I know you don't have a Mox Diamond, but you still have Sylvan and 2 removal spells, so like
yeah.
Fine with it. You probably lead on. It's hard to figure out what to lead on because like Bog might be useful later, but you also only get your 1 green source wastelanded.
Exactly.
So it's probably like either Bog or Badlands. It just depends on if you think Bog has equity like later, or if you just want to lead on the tap land. And I know it's a tough call because like if it's D&T, then Bog is correct. But if it's like an Uro deck, then it's probably Badlands.
Yeah, I like the Badlands pass might also just make our opponent think like something around a Reanimator.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice that there aren't too many Badlands decks in the format.
True. Yeah, I mean, I thought that might happen, but
I think this is just a good case of going for Bog this turn now.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless we draw Mox Diamond.
People also tell me that this deck is bad unless you have Mox in your opener, and I don't think that's inherently true. Like, obviously it's worse, but it's still very playable. An awkward draw, but it's okay. See, there is the drawback to the depths combo, and I just like accept that being greedy. Sometimes you just draw a useless card.
Nice.
It's not D&T.
Yeah. So I think it's
draw.
Just going to be Savannah into Library.
Yeah.
But yeah, Windswept Teeth could mean many a things. There are a few Yorion combo decks running around, but I would assume this library is going to be answered with a prismatic ending.
Probably. Step fetch for a Fortis. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, obviously early days, but that makes me think of like an Ice Fang, like food chain kind of list.
Food chain is a terrible matchup for Loam, so let's hope it's not that. Ooh, Loam back the Wasteland's kind of rough.
They loan back the fetch land because they got to bog away the wasteland.
Oh, right, yeah. Good. Oh, sick. We got a Mox. Okay. So this is probably a grindy deck. So like, I am somebody that almost always snap pays 8 if I can. So I just pay 8 here.
Nice.
Probably Part of me would say you want to pitch depths, but then also like if you draw stage, it's pretty good. And we have the mana that we need, so I think I would just go. I would go Mox, pitch Barbering, play out stage. I think.
Oh, do you mean Saga?
Or not? Yeah, Saga. Sorry, play out Saga.
Yeah.
You just hold up double Punishing Fire.
Sadly, no double red, but it does allow us to, I guess, play.
Oh, I don't have. Yeah, you're right. I didn't mean to play Taiga. Yeah. Well, I'll hold up single Punishing Fire. That's...
Growth. Okay. It's nice as well that now we've already like got the cards off library, that if it does get answered here by something like Prismatic Ending, we're already up 2 cards.
Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're in a pretty good spot. This is a decent matchup for us, generally. Them not doing anything this turn is like pretty huge.
Yeah, very interesting. Oh, Chalice is quite nice.
I'm so greedy that I want to pay 8 again, but I know that's probably wrong because of like you don't want to get got by collaterals or whatever.
It's nice that we get access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana next turn, which allows us to play hold up Saga token and also hold up Punishing Fire and have a mana left over. So we could either do something like Chalice for 1 and hold up Saga.
I think that's what I would do, yeah. It's just a question of if you pay 4 or pay 0.
Hmm.
I think if it were me, like, I don't know how you would play this, but if it were me, I would pay 4 and probably
put the
arbor on top. Yeah, but that might be a little greedy.
I think that's pretty okay, especially with double Punishing Fire in hand. We have a lot of ways to deal with small creatures.
Yeah.
And we're probably just going
to
take a pitch in the Dark Depths.
Yeah, do we want to hold the Mox in the Dark Depths for now?
I guess there's I guess there's no reason to actually get rid of them. So we can just play Tager into Chalice for 1, hold up.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's right.
And I guess if we tap like this, we can hold up Punishing Fire still.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing about the Mox is that it would allow us to Prismatic Ending away the Abundant Growth if we wanted to do that, but
I don't like that because I think they've got a fetch for planes, so they've probably got most of their colors, and I'd rather save the ending for like a Jace or something.
Yeah, nice.
Or like a creature, cool. Like a green sun for 3 or whatever they end up doing for this turn. It's collateral, yeah.
I think we just allow this.
Yeah, if they want to swing for 1, I mean, I'd rather make the token this turn. We can fire that later.
What does the Saga have as a... I guess Mox is the target for Saga?
Yeah, so I don't have any Saga targets. I use it purely as a construct maker that you can copy with stage. And it to be really good long-term against control decks if you have a Loam.
And
it's worth like as a one-of, but I don't... Yeah, Mark, I thought about that now too. I think you're probably right. We're getting Mox off the Saga.
I'm just going to float mana here in response. Just in case they get like a oof. But
in case they get oof, sure, yeah.
I assume it's going to be like a Rex Sage or Knight of Autumn to take out the Saga.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or the library.
Uro, okay.
No, Saga just gets Mox. It's literally only in there for construct making reasons, and it mana fixes. It's a one-of copy, like a single utility land.
All right. So we do get a shuffle, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not bad. The sudden edict will deal with the Uro if we don't have any other to deal with it. So maybe we're gonna get a Mox off the Saga, make another construct. So it's like kind of awkward. Like, do we want to wasteland the Tundra, or do we want to just double Mox and make our tokens huge?
I don't mind the double Mox play and just try to go wide.
Yeah, I think that's probably better, and maybe we don't need it. Don't need edict since we have double P fire ending, and we can ending the Uro.
Nice. They're gonna fetch. I wonder if they play like main deck dress down.
That would be bad for. That would just be like a plow.
Yeah, play this out to get the extra damage in. And then we still hold up the Punishing Fire, which is nice.
Yep.
It could nearly even come down to Punishing Fire being the damage we need to to get across the line.
Yeah, the Uro's going to gain him some life. But we have the ants. They don't have force. So I will say that in general, like sometimes you just never find something to deal with it. But in general, this deck doesn't care about Uro. Like there's just so many ways to handle it, and it's that good.
Yeah, I mean, if they spend their turn on Uro,
dog.
they do go up to 16. Which means we can actually get back the Punishing Fire in response to them casting it, which is nice.
Gaining life. Yeah, and we can ending it on our turn. They do have 7 cards, so they might have like a Force of Will, which would kind of be annoying, but...
I mean, I think Caracas would just be the best draw of the library.
Yeah, Caracas would be huge.
Nice.
Also, aren't these constructs 6/6s? So, like, if they don't trade, we just kill them with Punch Fire, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're playing Field of the Dead. I guess that's the Loam probably should have given away that they were on that.
Yeah, that could be a problem long term. Might have been a reason to keep the Wasteland, but they don't. It's pretty far away from being active right now. I guess how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess the next turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is 7. Okay. Blast Zone.
Rough. I think if there's any reason to keep Blast Zone or anything, I guess like it's good against. Yeah, I don't really think it's very good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do much right here, so we probably just want the fetch for a redraw or to get Arbor.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So we try to ending this.
If they counter the ending, then we can still force a trade.
Oh wow.
They might be dead. Yeah, I would just P-fire them twice here. Like if they have Force of Negation, they probably would have used it on the endings. So, Solver, to answer your question, this is why I have Saga in the deck, because games like this.
Nice. Very cool. Always nice as well for like a grindy game like that to be over pretty quickly.
So, Orion Zenith. I take out the chalices. I think they're pretty bad in general.
Yeah.
Here, I like the plows, the engineers, and the blasts, and the chokes are like questionable. They do have a decent amount of like non-blue producing lands to grab, but I think they still are decent. You probably also want to board out Mazavith. It doesn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then
I like that 5 for 5. The 4 chalices and mazes for the 5 1-drops.
Yeah, I think you want engineers too, though, for Coatl and stuff. It's probably better than Sudden Edict, which I don't know how good Edict is here since they play like Ice Fang.
Yeah,
they're small creatures like Birds of Paradise. And then the choke is like debatable. Like if you want choke, you could board out Green Sun Zenith, which or like a Knight of the Reliquary. I think either one of those is fine, but I'm not sure how good choke is. Would you normally, like as a Maverick player, would you normally bring in choke versus like Zenith Yorion or?
I don't mind it. Like the deck can technically play around it, but at the same time, there are starts where they just have like Tundra Island.
Yeah, I think if it's me, I usually board out Green Sun in a lot of matches, and I know that most people like hate that, but I see Green Sun very differently in this deck than some people see it in like Maverick, where I generally just see it as like a 5th Mox Diamond, and like occasionally there's more value, but that's why I only play 1 copy, because it's not really for like a Green Sun package.
Yeah, cool.
So I usually board them out in grindier matchups. I play this deck a lot like Matsole did, and almost everything I do like emulates his style. Used to board out Green Sun a lot in these matchups.
Yeah, nice. I don't mind that. I don't mind going just with chokeless.
Why is it called Aggro Loam? Because it used to play when the deck was first made. It used to play like Devastating Dreams and Assault. Something. What is that card? The enchantment Assault thing. You like pitch lands to deal damage.
What is that
that's
called?
like the name that kind of stuck long term. Seismic Assault. Thank you. This is kind of awkward because the birds means that Wasteland isn't amazing here. I wish we had a Mox for like ending in Waste. We want to like get to Fable mana. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think here? Like, I don't know how good Wasteland is here. We might just want to like play out the Taiga.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
It's like we're trying to get to Fable.
Yeah. Just in case they play like a turn 2 Teferi, but otherwise I'm not too worried about anything that Blast can hit, but I think a turn 2 Walker is probably what I want to be hitting, if anything.
It's okay, Adam. If it's not me, I don't know how experienced other people are with this deck, so except that sucks. That was a reason to play the Forest out, I guess.
Yeah. Could float blue there as well, but at 2 mana I'm not too scared of anything that it can hit. Like, I think I'd rather maybe get to a stage where we can hit something a bit bigger than the Pyroblast than just like trying to hit a Brainstorm or a Ponder. It's also nice just to like not bluff it in a way.
Yeah, this is probably the worst case scenario, playing the Taiga out though. Okay. Fortunate. Yeah, now the debate is whether or not you want to play Grove out to hold up Blast again, or if you want to just play out the Forest so you don't get Wastelanded.
Yeah, it's tough. Because Forest doesn't do a whole lot for us. Like, if we play Forest and untap, it's tough because then we can't even double spell. We can't, like, draw into a white source for Prismatic and hold up the Pyroblast.
Yeah, it sucks because, like, if we had Mox Diamond, we could Ending Bird and waste their Trop and leave them with Arbor. We don't have... Yeah, Birds is pretty normal. Like, the Orion Zenith usually plays at least one to get with green.
I don't mind holding up
Blast.
Blast.
To just, like, if we lose this game to Wasteland, like, it's whatever.
Yeah, they're also trying to ramp into something. Obviously, the shuffle from Green Suns is also great against the Brainstorm, but... Yeah, Loam's gonna be tough.
That's probably game. That was like the one card in my head. I'm like, well, if they have life from the Loam, we probably just lose.
Yeah, it's tough because even like the forest play is just really playing into their plan as well, like not really allowing us to build out our board.
Yeah.
I also kept a 7 with no white source, so that definitely adds up.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have. I might have molded this hand, but close. That's pretty good, honestly. That gets us back in the game. Like, see what they do, but probably the best possible draw outside of Mox Diamond. Yes, I would say this deck is certainly a lot more functional with Mox, but it's also like very playable without Mox. Like we won game 1 without Mox Diamond in the opener, so.
Hey, Loam. Cool.
I guess the good news is that they're kind of just like spinning their wheels and not doing anything relevant.
Yeah.
And playing mana dorks, and so we have time.
I think our best draw is probably just Mox would be cool. Blast.
Oh, 3 blasts. A blast to have in the hand. I guess we have infinite answers to Uro. That's not...
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, we're gonna go to discard here.
Oh no.
To be fair, that just means we just target less cards in the graveyard, so not the worst.
What's up, Dan? Nice Welcome. To see you.
Hope the family's well.
Maverick. One of the Maverick OGs. I'd much rather play against Uro than against like Jeskai, Ruination, Teferi, Jace, Narset, 1 per deck.
Very true. Are we loaming or just drawing?
Good question. I think we probably... The awkward thing is like, if we blast their Uro, which is what I want to do, they're gonna wasteland us again, and then we're gonna have a forest and no other land. So
try to draw into Mox Diamond.
It feels like we might have to. I was about to say it feels like we might have to Loam, but I guess we just draw Mox Diamond.
And just fade to Teferi, Prismatic Ending, a few things for a turn.
Yeah, like literally half their deck. Yeah, we got really behind this game when they wasted it and then Loam, but that's like play draw.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they spend their turn on the Uro again. Prismatic.
Oh, there's ending. We're losing this one.
Yeah, it's tough because now we have to draw. If we Loam, we can't even cast the Loam. So we just have to try to hit.
Yeah, we have to draw next turn. I think if we break on a land, we just concede. Maybe we draw Caracas. That's probably the best draw.
Their Krakus is really nice as well, because now they got protection from blast effects.
Yeah. Awkward. I think we're probably done.
Yeah. I'll take one more. Hey Dan, thanks for the sub. 4 months is very cool. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's well. Oh, okay, we'll concede in response to that.
Yeah.
Probably just running it back.
I think so. Looking at their mana base, I don't think the choke is good enough because like they had 2 islands that have a lot of like forests and stuff that I don't know. I don't know how good choke is. Like maybe it's okay on the play. But I think this is.
Yeah, I'm happy to run it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough. I was a little bit on the fence, but I don't mind a 4-lander with no white source, but with 2 red spells in hand. Like having the blast and the fable was quite nice.
I think all I want from this stream is to cast Tibalt one time. Don't care what our record is.
Yeah. Yeah, Leyline's obviously nice against the Loam and Uro, but I think they just have so much going on outside of that they don't technically need it. We have Ooze as well to find or Endurance, which is quite nice.
I thought about Leylines too, and I don't think they're good enough. I think because this is an 80 card deck, so like yeah, if you turn off Uro and Loam, they're just gonna green sun for other stuff, beat you different ways, and then you're like your card disadvantaging yourself.
Come on, Mox Library. Oof, 1-lander.
That's a Morgan. Well, you probably keep this instead of going to 5. It doesn't do a lot, but you have a blast zone and a wasteland. You have a blast for like a candy.
Yeah.
I'd probably just like play a fetch and pass and save the Mox Diamond for now.
I like that
you don't want to get your Mox endinged, and then if you draw like a 3-drop next turn, you can Mox and play it.
If they fetch for a blue jewel and ponder, would you be open to pyroblasting the cantrip and wastelanding them?
That's exactly what I would do, yeah. If that was their line, I would. If I'm aggressive, like that's just my playstyle. I wasteland aggressively, I blast aggressively, I tempo people.
Ooh.
Like how I play the deck. That's pretty good. So I think it's a little awkward because like we probably want to keep the blast zone in the wasteland, but I think we want to be able to hold up blast so we can like counter a force of will on this Bob.
Yeah.
We want to pitch something to Mox, and it might just be the Verdant. It's like a little awkward. Maybe it's the blast zone. I don't know how good blast zone is in this matchup in general. Like yeah, it takes out abundant growth, but I'm not sure what else it's doing.
Yeah, I like that. And then we can play this.
Yeah.
We can fetch 1.
Let me just fetch for. I would probably just get Forest here at the other Verdant.
Yeah.
If you're able to play anything else the following turn. If Forest, you probably get Badlands. Okay. Yeah, it was close, Solver. Like I don't know if you pitch Verdant or Blast Zone that. I just don't know that Blast Zone's like very good in this matchup. Fortunate, but fine. You get to waste their Beseju. Let's hope we rip a 3-drop here.
Okay.
That's decent. I think I mean like part of me wants to sit here and save it till 7 mana, but I think you just put it out as a 2-drop and check their hand.
Yeah, nice. So when ETBs, each opponent reveals their hand for each opponent exile a creature card they revealed this way until Valkyrie. Oh, they're actually going to force it. Well, we're definitely going to follow
Yeah, we blasted the hell out of that.
Probably just Badlands?
Yeah, with Badlands. I think Badlands because it allows you to cast Kaya and Obnix if you draw either one.
Nice.
Surgical Leo Earl Collector.
Yeah.
They have no other lands in hand.
Exactly. I think it's Uro.
Is it well? So wait, if we hang on, because if we turn Valky into the Uro, it doesn't. There's no ETB trigger with Valky. It just becomes a copy of the card. So I think it is Uro,
sorry.
right?
I thought it was we get to cast it. Then I like taking the Leovold.
So Valky switches to the card you take. So if we take Uro, then we just get a 6/6 Uro into play.
Okay.
There's no ETB effect, right? So it just becomes a 6/6 Uro.
Okay, well that's pretty cool.
And you still get the attack triggers.
Yeah.
I think like Leo is good if they have if they draw into cantrips, right? But we're still gonna have a turn before we can actually do anything with it. It's got to be either Leo or Uro. I just don't know which one's better. The Collector Oof's kind of rough on the mocks if they draw another land. So that's a consideration too. This is tough. I really don't know what's correct. I don't know. I think I'd probably pick the Uro, but it's really close.
I like the Uro because it allows us to actually do something like Leovold. Even if we make this a 3/3, it's kind of just we can get our opponent if they try to ponder or brainstorm into it. But I like that the Uro actually does something. So
Collector Oof's rough if they rip a land here because then we can't form Valky unless we draw land. But I think that's still the right call. Oh, boo. God, I think we just flat win the game if we feign a land drop there. Fortunate. Wow, what a fucking draw. And they're not going to be able to cast Leo even if they draw a land, so this library is going to be really good.
Yeah, that's very true. Just because because of the planes.
They have to rip ending this turn.
They drew Taiga. Okay.
Doesn't do anything for them.
They're surgicaling? Oh, they put
Orion.
Yeah, you're under hand. That makes sense. Which is nice.
Well,
now we get.
I think we're in a really good spot here because if we find a land off library, we just transform Valky and then swing for 6.
Yeah. Which interesting that they didn't attack.
But that's also really good though. I think you take 8.
Yeah.
And
then just activate an attack?
That's tough because Wasteland's also really good here, but I think I like if you activate you can I think you just attack for 6, right?
Yep.
Although if they draw another land in Leo, it makes the library pretty bad, so maybe that's wrong.
Yeah, that's true. We did find the swords, which is nice, but no white mana just yet.
Yeah, Solver's probably got the better line there. I don't know. Close.
They still have to hit a land to find the Leo. And luckily they don't.
Pretty good showing for...
It stays as it?
Yeah, pretty good showing for Valky, right?
Oh, they found the basic.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob Waste might have been better. Yeah, Solver's probably right there. Fine.
Well, there's the white source.
Now we have the plow, so it doesn't matter. Beat. I would swing first. No, wait. If you swing, you're gonna not draw the card. So I think you want to plow the Leo, so you draw off Uro.
So attack and then before blocks, just swords it.
Yep.
And then probably just Bob and Wasteland them.
Yep. Or we... that would give us a 6 loyalty copy of Bob Nix. Pretty sick, but I think it's Bob Waste.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is like a very impressive showing for Valky, and like cool that I'm getting to show it off on stream because I think the card's been really good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, taking an Uro is pretty sweet, especially just for 3 mana. I guess it's 5 mana in total, but still one less.
New Blucker card. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm not wrong. Oh, you have to pay the mana cost to transform it, so you'd have to pay 8 to get a Grizzlebrand. Probably a little hard.
Chose to shuffle.
But I do like it versus Sneak and Show, just as like disrupt. They're gonna bounce our Valky and their Uro, which like doesn't really get them anywhere because then we just recast Valky. I don't know. Actually, you know what we could do? Oh no, because wait, can we Obnix the Uro and they don't have a shot to respond? I think we can.
Hopefully. As you cast this spell. Yeah, nice.
So first, how much do we take here?
I think we just put back potentially these two and maybe just keep the green source in case we need it for their... We could also like play the Grove, Punishing Fire this, and then have access to the Mox Diamond.
I like that. Although, let's just hope they don't Caracas in response. Like, I want to be able to sack Bob Nixilis, but they probably won't, right?
The other players just go for Obnix. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's hard because, like that your line is the best, right? Like you want to do it that way, but my concern is that they bounce in response to P-Fire, or do they wait till end of turn? Like we just bank that they're trying to wait till end of turn.
Ah, yes, so good. Nuts. Damn.
It was probably safe to do it the way you wanted to, honestly. It would have been better that way, but
all right. So...
we can. I think we first minus. But we don't want to block with Bob, right? So the way I would do it is minus the other one to make a devil, and then plus the one that's at 6.
Nuts. Plus is each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or devil, you gain 2 life. Nice.
You just pass.
Yeah. If you asked me if this league we would Valky and Uro and then turn it into a 6 loyalty Obnix, I would have probably said that's not happening. But here we are.
That's why this deck is sweet. I think it was better to do it your way. I don't think they would have Caracas in response, but it was safer to just play the Obnix first.
Yeah, I'm a pretty safe player.
Yeah,
it would have been pretty cool.
I'm a pretty not safe. I take risks and sometimes I pay for it.
This is Connor's build, who I believe is, did you say 30, 38?
34 and 8 right now.
34 and 8.
Deck. Yeah.
Oof.
We have endurance for Uro if they put it in the graveyard, like anytime we want. That's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, no blue. Blue's out of favor, red's in.
I mean, we also just have like untap ooze, eat it.
Yeah, that too. We have a lot of things. They're pretty far behind.
I'd love to Grizzlebrand and then lose to our own Bob.
They're also at 8, right? So keep that in mind. If we... Oh, no, they're about to gain. Are they ending it? Yeah, they're going to ending. Damn it.
Okay. That's fair.
Sad. Sad time. They attack with Oof, we block with the Devil and kill it. Alright, cool. The Saga's pretty... I would put Stage on top and take 4.
Yeah, I like that because do we?
I would take 4.
3, 4, 5, 6 mana.
We can P-fire the Oof. Get the Mox back if we.
Yeah, and there's nothing that would kill us with the Bob.
No, we have Stage on top, so we take 0.
Yeah, nice.
And then you start by ticking up Obnics. What they do, either discard or take 2. Okay, and then I would Punishing Fire Oof here.
Nice. I'm just gonna play the Ooze out, and then we have Ooze or Grove open. Get attack for 3.
And swing for 3, yeah.
Nice. I guess we could have kept the stage to try to copy their Trop and then Prismatic ending the Yorion, if that's their play.
That's true. But if they play Yorion, I think they're just dead.
Yeah.
Tap out for Yorion.
They would be, yeah. That's very true.
Keep in mind the Devil does 1 if it dies, so.
Okay. Yeah, thankfully this is game 3, so 7 minutes left is more than enough, hopefully.
They have anything in their yard worth eating here? You probably want to eat something with the Mox, right?
Yeah.
Might as well just take the Oof, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think like a Loam is going to be where if they Loam this turn, then they're just going to be dead on board.
Yeah. They're just going to play Uro here, which we have the endurance for, so it's what.
We also get back the Punishing Fire here, which is cool.
Yep.
I don't think there's a world where we
lose.
Like put them to 1, and the 1 was allowing them to gain a life.
Yeah, I also just don't think we can lose from here. We also have like active Saga. Really far
That's
ahead,
true.
So.
The endurance just for the Uro as well.
Yeah.
We get to Obnics.
And this like Obnics ticking up. I think that's been a really good showing for cards that people tell me are bad. So I'm happy about that.
Especially in a grindy matchup.
Yeah.
One card left.
Thank you, DN Solver. Appreciate that. Thank you. Watch you play it in your depths deck now. Flash red.
Is there any way to get it for free? Still? The 7 mana version?
They fixed all of that. There's no way to flip it.
Do you know if it still works? I remember modern D&T used to play the Achroma with Flicker Wisp because you could flicker it to the big side.
Oh, maybe.
They are going to sword their own Uro. That's great value for us.
What did they do?
They swords their own Uro.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks, opponent. That's so nice of you. We don't need this bog yet, but that is a nice find. We can play the stage out and copy Saga and have infinite constructs, so that's cool. We really need to. I just tick up Obnics here.
Yeah.
We can start wastelanding them. Like, so many options.
1, 2, and Saga, and then we have 4 mana left over. I don't mind holding up Endurance, because Endurance is going to be lethal next turn. I guess it's going to be lethal either way, but we can just hold up the instant speed,
right?
which is quite nice.
Yeah, I think we just sit here. We also have P-Fire and Get Back and Make Construct. Like, yeah, it really, honestly, dudes, you can just take game action. Doesn't matter.
Thank you.
We're just like, we're ahead.
Chose to shuffle. Like, even Verdict doesn't do it here.
No.
Ice Fang is going to be fine. Boom. Alright. We are off to a winning start.
Super sick match for this deck. Like, very good showing.
Back into it. Yeah, really cool to see just like the grind go really well. But yeah, it's cool to play with Planeswalkers.
I mean, I would keep this, I think.
Yeah.
It's a little slow, but here's the question. Do you chalice on 0 in the blind? That's the question.
I don't think so. I've never been a big fan of it, but let's just have a quick look at what Harry is typically on. Blue-red. Okay.
Red Delver?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't mind in that case just going for Savannah Pass.
Well, Savannah's really green source. If they just go waste, that's pretty bad. Maybe it's... I mean, I know Bog is like good in the matchup, but I think it's just play Bog here.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind that either.
Everybody hates my list and loves consistency with 4-time stuff. Everybody else but me. Only one that likes all the 1-ofs. But it works for how my brain works and how I play Legacy. Like, it's just my style. And I also I learned this deck by watching hours and hours and hours and hours of Montele, and so I try to play as closely as I can to him. And I'm still only a third as good as, but he built decks like I do. He plays similarly to how I play.
I've never heard anyone say his name, and I've always just said Matsol.
Maybe it's Matsole. I mean, who knows?
I like the way you say it.
Everybody has different, yeah. Oh, what is he playing? Playing my deck?
Ooh, Loam.
Or is this just lands? Well, now playing Bog is super punishing.
Yeah.
Because you thought he was on blue-red, and your line was much better. Also, Chalice on 0 would have been good.
Yeah. Library just allows us to dig a little bit more than Bob.
Yeah, so they just got depths back, right? So they're gonna probably have the combo pretty soon. So I don't know how good Chalice on 1 is here.
Yeah, very true. Well, they hit Saga.
They're just playing this is a mirror match. They're just playing my deck.
It definitely could be. I guess. Yeah.
What is happening? Are people just playing my deck now? This is weird. I don't like this. I like being under the radar.
The Bayou is probably the giveaway. Like Saga, Catacombs, Stage Mox, Loam, Depths. It's like a kind of like lands deck, but.
I also really hate losing the mirror, so we don't lose.
We'll be sweet.
Oh, that's good point. Is it 61? I didn't see.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 in the graveyard plus 2 is 5, plus 5 in hand is 61.
They're just playing my deck. God damn it. We're gonna lose to my deck. Dudes, we can't let this happen. Setting. Oh. Need to rip a Mox Diamond badly here. No. Oh. Okay, it's fine. You know what? We're fine.
I think we just put these both back and then shuffle.
Yeah, just play the Bob, probably. Chalice is terrible, obviously.
Just getting the forest so we can loam.
Yeah. Wow. I guess other people are playing this deck now. Weird.
Blossome's pretty cool for them, but I assume they just keep going with the depths unless they have a 3-drop here. Like a knight would be pretty nice. Prismatic ending.
Ending library? I have another library on. No, we've shuffled. Oh, the ending Bob. I don't know about that.
Yikes.
This is just the mirror match swamps. Same deck. What did we just put back? Palace? Yeah. We take 4 here.
Yeah.
We probably want to. Do we want to shuffle? No, because they're gonna. If they play depths and go for it, and we're dead, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't mind play Wasteland, loan back these 2 pass.
Yeah, I think that's what we. Then next turn, there's a world where we like maybe we double waste. I don't know what they do.
Yeah, and at least the chalice is on top, so we can loam it away with the first draw, and then look at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty funny to play the bog and then see the mocks into loam.
I have to say, this is the first 4-color red mirror match I've played in like 5 years. 4 years.
Nice.
Weird. It's also really weird to have your deck be played by other people. Very weird thing.
Grist.
Well, that's bad.
So we do want to loam the first. Emperor's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We're just going to play a fetch and pass. I guess we can loan back those cards if we want, but I guess we could loan back the Saga, but I just feel like they're quite ahead with the already having like a Planeswalker in play. They can Wasteland the Saga.
Yeah. Are we just trying to ramp to
full mana?
The Wandering Emperor?
Yeah.
I guess the other line is like double wasted, but get the Wasteland on top, but then like that doesn't get us anywhere, and they have a Grist in play, so it's probably bad. Yeah, since pre-Arcanist, I don't think I've played a mirror match. Also, the mirror matches are like extremely swingy off the top of your deck. Very weird. Like, oh no, they have Saga. That's bad.
Yeah, it's tough because you can like Wasteland it in response to them getting the ability to tap it for mana, but I think we just hope. Okay, that's fine.
Also on 1. Why are they chalicing on 1? Do they not see that it's the same deck? Very weird.
Maybe not. Put on top. Put on top. Keep the knight in hand.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. So we could totally like have the Emperor. The problem is they have Loam and Saga. If we don't Wasteland Saga, we're like pretty rude. So it makes me feel like But they have active grist, so the knight's also pretty bad because they can just kill it.
Yeah.
So, like, we're just like kind of screwed. I'm wondering what the best way to approach this is. It's probably
I think we have to give them a token.
You think we have to give him a token and just like hold up Emperor here?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Put the waste back on top. Play Savannah. Grab Scrubland with the fetch, and then flash in Emperor, untap, and hope we have something.
I guess we could have also loamed back the bog and bogged them off the loam, and then wasteland.
Yeah,
Wasteland of the Saga. I didn't see that line. That's my bad.
I didn't even think about it. No, that's my bad too. I wasn't looking at our graveyard. So it's also 10 at night. I don't usually play Magic, so forgive me if I'm not perfect in my play.
No, all good. Yeah, it's tough. Like their grist sitting 2 chalices to go to the bin is just really nice for them.
Yeah, that's pretty. And we had 2 chalices in our opener. If we played Chalice on 0, though, I think it would have been a very different game, because I don't know that they had colored mana.
Yeah, and I guess maybe one of their plays for playing out the Chalice on 1 is that it doesn't affect them, but it grows the Saga token.
Yeah, totally. I guess that makes... I don't know, the game's not over. Like, we'll see how they take their turn. Probably gonna force us to Emperor here. No. You just make the 2/2, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Bad.
Ooh, okay.
None of those are bad. Okay. So how do we do this? We're gonna want to kill the grist with our grist, right?
Yes.
So
we can fetch up a Dryad Arbor for that.
Yeah, or just I think do we take damage here to play the Mox and the grist?
The tough thing is that we're so close to just dying to these insects. If we take,
yeah, but we should be able to. Can we play grist and knight in the same turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can. I think we. No, but then we'd be like dead to punishing fire. Ugh, I want to take 4 so bad, but I don't know that we can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pitch the Verdant.
Yeah, but then we're taking 4, right? And then we have to sack the token.
Yeah.
Grist. Well, we can make a new token with Emperor, sack that one, and we're dead to punishing fire if they have it.
I guess we could exile an insect.
They're gonna make a construct token too. Yeah. I don't think we can take 4. I think we have to put the Mox and the punishing fire back. And then, do we want to waste this? We need to waste the Saga too, right? Maybe this turn is, waste Saga first, and then grab a Dryad Arbor, and then grist that to kill their grist, and then make a token.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
But then they're gonna get the Saga back with Loam anyway. That's the problem.
Yeah, unless we.
I think we're just like. I think we were just like too far behind this. Do everything we wanted, because like ideally we would bog their Loam too. Awkward.
It's tough as well because they can actually stop. They can Can they wasteland the Dried Arbor in response to like fizzle the Grist?
No.
Okay, good.
So, because when you fetch the Arbor, you have priority.
How come I got 1, 2, 3 Grist?
Wrong, then that's my bad, but I don't think.
Yeah, so they could have responded to this.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, you're right, but they didn't. But you were right. My bad.
And I think we just make another 2-2.
Yeah, just make it 2. The best we could do. We probably still lose this game, but.
Yeah, tough one.
Loam?
They did. Oh, no, they didn't.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
They do get to kill both walkers, which is tough.
Yeah, and I think they can make the 20/20 if they want.
Yeah.
So, pretty bad.
So if they tackle the walkers, we just block 2 1/1s. Because that.
See where they send them all.
Yeah.
A lot of their hands,
interesting.
A lot of their cards in hand are lands, though.
Yeah, interesting that they didn't send in the construct as well.
Yeah, very strange.
Unless they have another walker that they want to protect.
Might be, like, I really don't know. Honestly, doesn't make a lot of sense. They wasted.
I wonder if they have a second Loam.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty confused by their lines, but fun league though. Like I'm at least glad that we're playing against like grindy decks versus instead of like show and tell and doomsday and shit.
Yeah, it's very true. A lot of lines for you at 10 PM at night, but once you get into like the rhythm, it's not too bad.
I'm enjoying seeing the mirror. That's cool.
Grove.
Able. No. Wait.
White and 2.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
they're playing the Savine's Rick. Yeah. Well, that's pretty bad for us. Savine's is pretty good in the mirror.
They tick down. Okay.
Or they could have just killed that with the...
Ooh, Endurance is really nice.
It is.
Besage is also quite nice. Can we go to 2? Because to Besage this, and also... kill... I guess we get to kill the Grist anyway, but...
Yeah. I was playing as Savine's initially, and then I took it out for Valky. I think we have to Endurance them, because if they get to Savine's, we're fucked. So, I think that has to happen, like, no matter what. Whether or not we evoke it is the question.
Yeah. I guess we... Yeah, maybe we don't have to. Maybe we can just keep the Besaju. Put this on top. Play a land for turn. We get to attack Grist with both. They have Vigilance, which is kind of cool. And then the 3/4 body of the Endurance is actually pretty good against the Construct.
Yeah. And we need to Endurance them, like, now, right? Because we don't want them to have a chance to cast Loam or Savine.
Exactly.
That's part of the reason I took Savine's out. That's the issue I've always had with the card, is that it's like obviously busted, but at the same time, it's just playing into the graveyard synergy, and it gets hated out by all the same cards. So like, that's why I like Valky, is it doesn't play on that axis. It's like a grindy card that's not involving the graveyard.
I guess like the one reason to throw a Chalice on the field is to stop like another Mox Diamond making the construct a 4/4, but
yeah, what I'm confused about, Dukes, is why haven't they just made the... There we go. I was gonna say, like, they can just make the 2020. We're probably dead.
Oh, but now we have the Boseiju for it.
Oh, that's true. We can Loam and then hold up Boseiju, right?
Yeah, so hopefully in response to the Loam they don't do anything. Let's get back.
Yeah, but if they do, we have endurance to block at least. Nothing else.
It's tough because if we are Loam, we're definitely getting back Wasteland, and I think they respond to that with going off. We don't have a legendary creature either, so it isn't just one.
The alternative is we can play the Knight and block with endurance and hope they don't have a removal spell, and then Caracas.
Yeah.
Or we can just sit here and hold up Boseiju, which feels kind of bad, but maybe that's...
I like the Night. I like the Night line.
Okay. This loses to a bunch of stuff. Like if they have a removal for endurance, we die, but otherwise it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
The safest line was to sit and hold up Boseiju there, but...
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to think of, like, they have... Endings can get rid of endurance. They already used the Grist. Doesn't kill endurance. Oh. They're gonna make a...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
oh, they're gonna target us?
I'm happy to die that way.
Oh no.
I'm happy to die that way. Okay with me. Heal a 7 opponent.
Yeah. Now that is
hilarious.
That is pretty hilarious. All right. Tough. Okay, so chalices are pretty easy.
Yeah, terrible. We just bring in engineers and plows and cut the chalice, and I think that's it. I don't like leyline in this matchup. A lot of players bring it in, and I think it's a mistake. So
cool.
Well, Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor's good.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Definitely Force of Vigor. Slipped my mind. So we want forces. I think we take out a Green Sun Zenith and the Maze of Ith, or the Dark Depths. Probably Dark Depths. I don't think going for the combo this matchup is reasonable.
Yeah. Cool. That's classic. Turn one, Bob?
Snapkeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snapkeep.
Which land are we pitching the Wasteland?
I would pitch Wasteland, fetch a forest, play Bob.
Yeah, nice. Opponent kept 7 as well. Forest. Mox.
Honestly, I'm so happy to lose this match just to be killed by a 20 loyalty Opnix. Classic.
Oh wow. Land? Nice.
And
ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you attack. If we attack, he can fetch Arbor.
Yes, but then we can Punishing Fire it.
Oh, that's true. That
nice.
is true. I didn't even see that card in our hand. 30 at night. I'm gonna blame it on that. Every time I punt, I'm just gonna say it's late.
Yeah, this is much different to game 1.
Yeah, we're like 800 miles ahead. I just think they need soon unless they have a removal spell. This is what I mean. The mirror is always like super swingy, weird, top decky. What's in your opener? Who has a Mox Diamond?
There we go. All right, we're back. Nice. Do we just go for the 2020? No. Just pass to the 2020 Open? No, we took the Dark Depths out.
Did, yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, we did, which is that's unfortunate now.
Maybe just Kai a tick up?
I would, attempting to waste them, but yeah, I think you just fetch for a black or white source here.
Yeah, one that Knight can sack, so probably just a Bayou.
Yeah. Bayou or Scrubland, yeah.
Nice. Would love to see a creature we could actually kill here with the Punishing Fire. Sudden Edict. It's pretty good. Oof.
Solid draw, though.
I guess we hold up Sword?
Yeah.
And just give them a 1 life?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, sadly, Australia is quite known for pretty horrible internet.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, they're solding the token.
Streams generally do okay, though. Are you still there?
Yeah.
I can't see your screen anymore.
Oh, stop streaming, share screen. Okay.
It's just your face. Or your, like, little logo.
Let me... Can you see now?
No. Is your stream online? You there? Hello? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay.
Sorry, guys. This is very chump. Here we're just going to play around another Sudden Edict by fetching first. Playing a Knight. Ticking up on these two. Passing.
Are you able to share your screen, or? It's still just like a gray screen.
Screen's on mine, so I'm sharing mine, and then there's also the gray screen.
I don't know if is it? I don't. It might be my internet. I can just watch the Twitch stream, but there'll be a delay. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can always hear you.
Okay. I can see it. Cool.
Cool.
Good.
There we go.
What have I missed? Looks like we're behind.
Yeah, they got some walkers into play, but we got the Fable online. Will they attack or not? I should have also returned the Punishing Fire. Unfortunately, that was just yeah, busy.
We had connection problems, so yeah. I mean, is our graveyard exiled? I guess it is.
Yeah. I guess we can still kill, so we can exile one of these.
Yeah.
We can then play Bob. And then sack this to get a fetch. And then get a white source. To swords this. And then kill the Wandering Emperor.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright.
Fable copies Bob and Knight in this deck, basically. And like Endurance.
I'm not too sure about Sydney. I know they play, or they used to play at a pub. There's definitely Legacy and Modern players there. I'm just not sure. I know there's a Good Games in the city, which is probably the best place to get information. But unfortunately, I'm just a little bit behind with where things
Okay, so this is a cool play. So what we can do here, we can tap the stage, copy a Knight, we can sack it and grow it, and then we can Obnix the token.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or we can attack with the copy at Kaya, whatever. So I think we wanna let's try to kill the Kaya with Bob and try. I guess do we worry about endurance?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, we have to waste the blast zone, or we get all our 3-drops blown up. Like that has to happen sometime.
Yeah, okay. So let's go Dryad and Bob.
Yeah.
Nuts. Okay.
Then I would sack.
We need black.
Yeah, sack something. I don't know that it matters, and then waste blast zone.
I just want to see. We get Verdant, and then we can get Badland. I guess we can just get Taiga, and then we can go float red. I am just gonna sack the Dryad Arbor.
Yeah.
Get Wasteland.
Yeah.
Hit this. Blow this for 1. Okay. Play Obnix.
Pass with. Yep.
Get rid of this. Nice. And then same thing, so create. And then tick up. I guess we could have double ticked up, but...
Yeah. Fine too, it doesn't matter. We just have to play fast because we have to have a game 3, is the problem.
Yes, that's very true. I did skip Kaya, yeah. Black. Yes, we still have a black source.
And then I would copy the knight, and in the interest of time, out. And then we might be able to kill with Obnix. Wait, I don't activate that yet.
Oh, we can attack them and then ultimate them.
Yeah, but is that enough to kill them? I think we're one short, right? Oh no, because we take up the other one. Yeah, they're dead. We also have Bard Ring. It doesn't matter.
Ah,
sick.
Nice. All right.
We'll run this back. I still don't like depths. I know it would have been relevant there, but in general, I don't think it.
My only thought on depths here is that because we're down on so much time.
Yeah, that's true. You could run the depths over the maze, but I think you want to take one of them out.
Yep, I like that
as like a non-mana producing land.
Yeah. Hey,
I tend to think that maze is pretty terrible. Or anyway.
Yeah, especially when like when they're attacking with something like a knight, like they actually get value off it being untapped.
Yeah. 5-star, I'm glad you love it. I also love it, obviously.
But yeah, I did not expect a game to finish. I mean, both of the games finished in Obnix Ultimates.
The card's been nuts. I think it's like grossly underplayed in Legacy.
That's hilarious.
I don't know why. Like I feel like the Grixis deck should be playing it. I don't know why blue decks aren't adopted also, but
yeah, especially when you have like, I guess Hidetsuku's also pretty good in that slot, but they play pretty well together.
This hand is medium, but probably a keep.
Yeah.
You have a removal spell and like force for like library mock start. I don't know.
Exactly.
Like this. Library, not Bob. Library.
Loam.
Oh. Awkward. Yeah, I guess we don't force their mocks. We could force them. No, we don't want to pitch the knight though.
Yeah, that's the big thing, unfortunately. Do we run a plateau?
No. We don't want a plateau.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can't play Hidetsugu because it literally hits your own mock. I guess we're just loaming here, right?
Yeah, like they could have open endurance, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. If plow for it eventually and Hidetsugu is actually one of the best cards against. Definitely don't want to play.
Copy by.
Oh, awkward. Oh, that's bad. Oh.
Do we want to loam here? I don't think we do. We kind of want to draw into either a 2-drop or a mox.
Yeah, you don't loam.
Nice.
Okay. Probably just have plow, but
yeah, Fable and Maverick would be kind of cool. I think Mark's been playing with it and doing pretty, being pretty happy with the result.
Still wasting. Oh.
Come on, Mox. Saga. I guess it takes them off a turn. I think we're sadly just kind of stuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I kind of sort of put them on a plan of trying to maybe not take us off the white source. Like maybe they wasteland this saga.
Yeah, it's hard because you're stuck on time, so like it's hard for you to run through lines because we don't have enough time to do it.
Yeah, so I think we just concede this. I don't think we're gonna get there with Loam.
I think you can. I was gonna say maybe you like force a Vigor or Mox Diamond if they go for Loam, and you can waste their Bayou, take them off Loam for a turn.
Yeah, that's tough because then we're pitching our win condition.
Yeah, but we kind of have to like stuck otherwise. But that's what I would do. I would force the Mox, pitch Knight, and waste Bayou. Don't really have any other play.
But yeah, sucks because we're still going to be back to 2 mana before they get something online.
Yeah, but then we can start loaming and wasting them also, if that's the game they want to play.
Yeah, but sadly they have the clock for that game. We don't.
Oh, then they just have the bog. I think it's fine. We've like at least like gotten back to parity to some degree. Probably you can play Caracas and actually Beseju their bog here on the draw step or.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's try that.
They don't waste you. Oh, I forgot Beseju gets duels.
It does too. Yeah.
Back it in.
Yep.
Here's the opportunity. Oh, I punted because it's 10:45 and it's late.
No, the connection issue definitely didn't help. That was like 5 minutes.
No, yeah, it was kind of awkward. That definitely affected the match because I don't think the game 3 goes that way if we had more time. I think there were ways for us to play that better. Because we had a Loam in the yard ourselves. I think if we had more time, it was probably better to like start loaming ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's like not as good for them to be wasting us every turn.
It's very true. Hey, Spider Space, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
I think we could have won that match. We hadn't had 5 minutes of. But that's. Valky's just really good. Obviously, like the 7 mana Planeswalker side of it is pretty busted, and then the other side of it is like really good disruption early. You play it off Mox turn 1, and then you can Caracas it back and play the Planeswalker later.
This is pretty nice. We can go for a Taiga to get a turn 2 Obnix if we want, or a turn 2 Knight.
Yeah, I'd keep this. Okay.
Does this change anything? I don't think so.
Do we ending the Delver here, or do we still just go for green?
I'm still pretty happy to Green Suns, because then there's a world where we can even like Wasteland and Prismatic around days next turn.
Yeah. I mean, they might just like bolt waste us, and that sucks. But then we can ending after that.
Yeah. Big question is, do I want to use the fetch land or not? The fetch is nice because it puts another land in the bin for Knight to come down as hopefully a 4/4 at least.
That's true. The other argument is that like playing the Grove allows you to see what they do, so you can figure out what color to get off the fetch later.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that.
It does give them a life, but I don't think that really matters.
Yeah, it's tough as well because the Windswept Heath would have to go for a Savannah for us to be able to Prismatic and Wasteland next turn.
Yeah.
Definitely a few options.
I guess, yeah, the Heath was better to be able to have that available next turn, but I don't think that, I think this either is going to get dazed or the Arbor is going to get bolted.
Which isn't too bad. Like, even with a Wasteland as well, we have 3 mana to cast all our spells, which is quite nice.
I am slightly fading in bed by now, so hopefully I don't just start like misguiding you horribly.
No, that's all good.
It did flip Daze and their Delver, but we have the answer. I have to keep Daze in mind. Nice.
Different vaults as well. What is this? What is this?
Yeah, that's some tilt right there. I'm just ending Delver here, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Around Daze.
Nice.
Then we get to Obnix, Casualty the Arbor if we want, or play Night around Daze.
Yeah, a lot of nice options, which is pretty nice. I kind of like Obnix next turn because then we can have double fetch the following turn in the bin for Night to be a 4/4.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can't do anything because you know they have Daze, right? So we have to just play a fetch and pass.
Yeah. Which isn't too bad, because Sudden Edict holding that up for like a Murktide is just perfect here.
That's why I play it in the deck.
Yeah.
Deck scenario.
It definitely feels like a Murktide plan, so this is more than fine. Nice days.
Yeah. Nice Force of Will, really.
Alright.
Nice.
To be fair, I could have played the Wasteland, because I forgot the Dried Up is in there. I think that's probably just correct.
Oh, it is in there. I didn't even... Wow, I'm losing my powers.
That's on me.
I mean, we're like fine. I don't know. Oh, wow. That's fine.
Yeah. They're gonna miss a land drop here, right?
Earthing.
Yeah. Huge.
Definitely Wasteland them. Then right again, I guess. Threaten Wasteland. Don't draw a land.
That's fine. There goes a days.
The Murktide didn't matter because we had Edict. Yeah, I think you just try to jam the Knight again. Over isn't going to matter.
Yeah, exactly. Having multiple answers to it as well is quite nice.
Yeah. Brainstorm's pretty good, though. Okay. The DRC?
That's more than
cool.
fun.
We can kill them both. I still think you kill them both.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, hang on. Oh, hang on, cancel. Because, what if we just get Blast Zone? And save removal?
Yeah, I guess the upside of not is attacking with the Knight. If we don't get Blast.
What is the Knight right now?
A 5/5. It'll be a 6/6 with the fetch.
Do we want to attack with Knight though? I mean, the other alternative is, can we go? Actually, we could do it all. We can ending one threat, P-fire the other, and then play Chalice and grab a Wasteland, and then plan a double waste the following turn.
Yeah, cool. Nice. So if we go ending on this.
They don't have another land in hand right now. So.
P-fire this.
And I don't think they do.
Wow, okay, yeah, that's going to concede. Nice. As you said before, you like the blast coming in, you like the swords coming in, you like the chalices coming out.
Yeah, and I like choke and engineer, or not engineer, choke. And then I take out 2 library.
Yep.
And that's it. On the draw, I've been experimenting with taking out Bobs for ley lines. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if it's good. I haven't decided if it's good or not, but I've been messing around.
I just added something else in the deck that shouldn't be here. I think
oh, it's 62.
My bad. My bad.
Oh, guess we're playing 62. That's fine.
This is a tough one. Because the Green Suns is either off a Bayou or a Taiga.
It's probably going to be off Bayou, right? Because we have 2 black cards. I mean, I think you keep on the draw. A little awkward if they have Bolt Wasteland. You're probably just losing this game, but
they
have Leyline. Okay. Wait, what? When did UR Delver play Leyline? What is going on? Is that like some like sketchy mirror tech? I don't understand.
Oh, nice. In that case, I think we go Taiga into Green Suns.
Yeah, High Star, I don't know. I think it was because that line was, if we had P-fired twice, we couldn't have also played the Chalice. I think that's why we did it that way. It was P-fire ending, sack a land with Knight, and then play Chalice. Not a bad draw.
It's probably just fetch land and then pass holding up the blast.
Well, ideally we use this blast for. We have sudden edict.
That's true.
I think we just sit here and we can play around days with the ups. I blast that all day, but I'm.
Yeah, like they are stuck. They haven't
aggressive.
Flipped the Delver in a little while.
I am very aggressive as a pilot, and I often get punished for it. That's how I play. There's a world where you can get arbor here. I don't like getting arbor though, because we need the black.
Yeah, unfortunately, just because our 2 colors here, I think I'm pretty happy to let this slide. Okay.
Now the question here is, do we?
I think we go for Valky.
Days? Yeah, that's fine. Fine with that. Actually, or do we go Skoos? Because we can, if we Valky next turn, we have Karak.
Yeah, okay. Nice, I like that. Or just have double green open to eat their Daze and Brainstorm. Keep them off Merc a little bit.
If they're, I guess, if they're dazing every turn, then they're never going to get to 2. That's also fine. And we have Edict to answer this Delver if we have to. Awkward. That's like the drawback, right? Like, that's why I'm not sure about it. Yes.
Oh, what's the red court?
Court of Ire. That's never going to be casted for 5 mana.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, we just took them off Force of Will and Murktide. Like, this is Valky's just been super impressive. And also, it's like almost forcing me to find room for it in paper somehow. I would just take it. Like, They don't have a hand right now. They found other Delver, so they have Forced Court. Okay.
That's a great pickup.
Yeah, very good. Do we? I think we set an edict at some point because it's not getting any better.
Yeah, I think we just do it now to see if they actually take out the blocker. No, okay. And I assume. Yeah.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can attack because we don't want to give them Murktide back, right?
Exactly.
We still can't flip this Delver, which is curious. Ooh. They have Leyline though, for some reason. I still do not understand why they're playing Leyline, but I mean, what do I know? I think I would have held the Wasteland there for Mox Diamond.
Oh, true. Yeah, didn't think of that because of the Saga. Yeah, that's very.
And
true.
You can get red and black online.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess we still get one. Yeah, the Delver flipped after 8 turns. Will it flip? It doesn't flip. Ah, that's insane.
It's pretty unlucky from our opponent.
Okay. Bog.
Ooh, that is an excellent draw.
I think I'll just attack first with both.
Such a good draw.
Wasteland them and then bog them.
Yeah. Do we Wasteland though? I guess we do. I was gonna say we're like working towards 7 mana.
To replay the Valky?
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess they have Force of Will in their hand. I've tried Converter quite a bit. It's pretty bad in this list. I wanted to like it, but it's like often do nothing unless it's a grindy matchup, and you already have so many cards in grindy matchups that it just feels extra. Also pretty awkward with Chalice.
The Delver just doesn't want to flip. There we go.
Okay, so
we just attack.
I wonder if we play Leyline this.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think about that. I'm more than happy with that. We know these 2 cards, so.
I think Converter is much better, like, in concept in this deck than it is in paper.
Will the Delver flip? Okay, there we go.
Finally, after 9 million turns.
But they get.
Now they can't even. They don't even get to attack with it now because they're like dead, right?
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
Cool.
How
many cards do they have? 3?
Yep.
Thinking about, do we Obnix or Fable? I think we Fable.
Yeah, I like Fable. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They force that pitching Murktide.
Their last card is Court, which they're 2 mana off of casting.
I guess I could have attacked there with a Valky as well.
Yeah, they can't cast the Murktide, right? I'm not gonna waste because they want 5 mana. I think you. Let's see. Do we attack with both here? I think their last card is Court. Wait. Yeah. Do we? I think we attack with both and see what they do, and then we can sack the other one to Obnix, eventually win. If they, yeah, because they're gonna take. They're gonna. Let's see what they. Let's see how they block. I think you attack with both.
Like, is there a world here where we return?
We care about, so they take 1, go to 2, and then we sack the construct to Obnix and kill them. So yeah, you can bounce it or not, it doesn't matter, they're dead. That's casualty.
My bad.
Yeah.
That's on me. Should have also taken before, but this is fine. I think thankfully we're just so far ahead that it doesn't matter, but I should have definitely played a little bit tighter there. Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't matter, but yeah.
All right, the 2-1. I kind of want to play against a combo deck and see how it goes.
Yeah. I don't want to play against, but I know how it goes. It goes okay if it's Storm or a Graveyard deck. It goes not okay if it's Doomsday or Omni.
Have there been any cards that you tried that you thought you'd like but just didn't in practice?
Yeah, I tried Ashiok in the board over the 3rd blast, and I felt like it was way worse than it was in my head. It always just comes down when you're behind, and it doesn't do it. Like on paper, it seems like it's really good against a lot of decks in the format, but it's actually not that good unless you're playing Dark Ritual. Yeah. Same problem that Liliana has, like not that good without Dark Rit right now.
Yeah, I think this is just a mulligan because the mana. There's a lot of draws that like just don't allow us to. Like this really relies on the Chalice by itself.
Yeah, I guess it's a mull.
One lander. A 2-lander with Bob.
Yeah, I keep this.
I guess we put him the back. Fable and Ooze?
Oh, is this a mold of 5? Wait, what was our first? Oh, you mold the 1-lander? I didn't even see what the other hand was.
It was Deathspin Stage, Blast Zone, Wasteland, Badlands, Chalice, Loam, Knight. So the Badlands was the only colored land, but didn't tap for green or white.
But then what was our 6?
Mox Diamond Forest, and then just 3 drops and a library.
Oh, I would have kept that.
We're on the play though.
Oh, we're on the play. Oh, I keep those on the draw sometimes. Probably put back Endurance.
Yeah.
And you just play Bog.
My only thought for the Endurance was that if they're on a combo deck, but it's tough to be able to like keep that and then also keep the Ooze.
If they're on Reanimator, then like got me.
Taiga?
Taiga, yeah. Doomsday, 1 Omni, Burn, and Dover. Yeah, Doomsday's the worst matchup. I just punt it. I've given up on trying to have cards for the matchup. It's garbage. It's a garbage matchup. And even if you have cards for it, you still lose.
Oh, the Bob lives?
Exploration is terrible if you're not on land. Tried it in Loam before. That's rough. Highly unfortunate pulls for Bob.
Probably just Valky
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Valky a lot.
Doomsday is like unwinnable, but I will say in paper, like Maddening Hex, and that's a very good card against Doomsday. So you have a little bit more game there. Although every time I see this Valky, I'm like, do I need to find a way to play it in my paper list because it keeps being really good.
They have a pretty stacked hand.
Murktide's not there, right? Yeah. Yeah. They're playing Unholy Heat. That's not a card I see very often.
Yeah, I think this is the version that doesn't play Delver.
Yeah, I think it's Delverless Delver, right?
They probably just Wasteland Taiga here.
Yeah, probably. Oh, they killed the Bob. I guess that makes sense. Off. Yeah, and they have the days. Thanks. Well, I don't see a world where... I mean, here's the thing. Do you want to jam into days and make their EI worse next turn?
Yeah. And it just makes, like, top decking into a third source for one of these two just so much better as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. They just let it resolve to make EI better. That makes sense.
Oh, they just have Bolt.
Yeah, of course they have Bolt. Ooh. I think Life from the Loam is by far your best draw.
Yeah, Loam would be really cool.
So here's how this deck loses to Delver, is you mold a 5, and then they have a really good hand. That's how you lose to Delver.
Yeah, I think with the Mystic Sanctuary, it's just a bit too much.
You conceded? Wow, that was... I don't know that I would have packed it in that quick. If you had a shot to top deck a land, I feel like we weren't out of that game. They didn't have any pressure.
Yeah, they had a Daze, and then they had 2 EIs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually concede until I'm dead. That's me.
That's fair. That's fair. Just the same sort of thing, 2 chokes and ley lines?
Yeah, we're on the play though, so I like Bob's over ley lines on the play.
Cool, nice. Oh. That is...
And then take out the library and the chalice for those. And there's one extra card.
1 choke?
No, I like both chokes. I think you take out it's either a Bob or the I guess it's one Bob.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still messing around with my board plan against Delver. I'd keep this.
Yeah. Turn 1 just going for Dry Delver.
Zenith is really good in the matchup. You have mana, you have acceleration, you have a thing they have to kill on turn. And I actually, if Arbor makes it around the table, I don't hate playing the Obnix. Even if they daze, they can only daze 1 card.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I think you just jam Bob into daze. Yeah. It kind of sucks, but I usually just jam my 2 drops. Because they're better the earlier that you play them. talking to me, I don't play any other decks competitively. This is my deck, and it's been my deck for like the better part of 7 years. At least different variations of it, like in blue before, it's been Orion before, all sorts of stuff. But I just play Loam variants. The only one who's innovating, like nobody else is messing with this deck except for me nowadays.
I think I should have played the Windswept Heath to have to untap with both a white source and Maverick as the land drop to have like 2 answers to a Murktide.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. But I see your point now. I think you plus first. Because here's the thing: if they are they going to discard or take 2? Discard Staticaster. So I think.
Maze.
I would plow, because if the last 2 cards are forced blue card, like, then so be it, right?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And they're down to 0 cards, and we have Maverick as a follow-up, and like, yeah, we lose our Obnix, but that's fine.
There we go.
Oh, Chrome Mox Splinter, that deck was terrible, but it was fun. Not necessarily, Hymo. I don't usually like the Devil. I don't always like the Devil. Like, if you're trying to get to 7, which I think we are, yeah. There's a world where we play Valky out here. Like, I'm almost tempted to. Sometimes I sandbag it till we get to 7 mana. We're at 5 already, but double EI.
Happy to sandbag the maze.
Yeah. Why do I choose non-blue cards in this version? Because red is better than blue right now on Loam due to Fable. And you also get Maddening Hex and Minsk and Boo in paper. Yeah.
Wow, another one. Just really digging.
Oh, what they're trying to look for. Obnix answer, I guess?
Wow, they got to my red mana.
Ooh.
That's really aggressive.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good for us. Sick draw. I think if we get the chance to 7 Obnix, we just do it.
Yeah.
I don't see a world where we lose with 8 cards in our hand.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of have to bolt it?
Or they borrow. Can you borrow a walker? I think you.
Yes,
that's
you can.
Fine.
Interesting.
I don't understand. I literally, did they just not read the card? I'm confused.
Wow.
Can we just talk about how fucking good Obnix has been the entire league? Like, I just want to mention that. I think what do we do here? There's just like so many cards in our hand.
Yeah, I think we play Knight first.
We play Knight, or do we play Fable?
Ah, interesting.
Or do we... You know what? We play Knight, because I want to get Caracas for this Valky, so we can try the ball. And then
I'm just gonna blast this right now. They have 2 cards in hand.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we have Sudden Edict, but I guess. Opponents following the knight over the walker was very interesting.
To be fair, I probably could have pyroblasted that, but because we have the Sudden Edict for a creature, but just in case. Yeah, I think actually that's a pretty good target of a pyroblast.
Okay, we do we get to do it now? I think we get to do it now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but we'd be playing it in days, so it's probably better to wait a turn.
In that case, I don't mind playing the Bog.
Yeah, I would Bog, and then we can what else can we do this? We can Fable plus Edict, probably the line I'd take here.
Yeah, I don't think we need the maze anymore.
No. And then EOT, we Caracas the Valky, and then we can play it with Blast Up. GSE for Grist is also an option. Yeah, it just doesn't really matter. I want to win this game with Tibalt because it's cool. Back with Valky here. I guess it was better to Sudden Edict before we bogged, though.
Very true, yeah. It's a great point. Yeah.
Just let him have it. You want Blast to protect Tibalt. If Tibalt resolved, the game's over.
Chose to not shuffle. Interesting.
Sick. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it.
Caracas.
So excited for this right now. Oh, don't bolt the Valky. Oh wait, no, they can't. They waited. They did it too late because we bounced them.
Ah, but in response to us bouncing it, they could.
Hey, glad you like it.
1, 2, 3.
It's not gonna get dazed. We have Blast, and we have a treasure token and a night activation. Daze doesn't do anything.
Yes.
No, I don't think you use it. I like all the cards in our hand. I want to play the land out too. I would attack for 2. I guess actually you could have pitched the land now that I think about it. That was bad. Bad. I don't think there's any reason to have the land out.
2, 3,
Sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, it's so sick. Kill.
I think this just, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Ravenous Panda, I didn't even play around that card because it's 11:30 and I didn't think about it. But yes, you're right. That was a good call. We were stone dead to price.
Bob's for ley lines on the draw.
I guess I'm not sure that's correct, but I'm willing to keep fucking around with it. We need to cut one other card. I think it's probably. I guess yeah. Your mouse is over Besace.
Yeah.
It's like not very good. I don't love cutting lands against Delver inherently, but
what about Emperor?
I like I think Emperor's good in that matchup. Okay. It's either Green Sun or the Besace probably.
Or maybe one choke.
On the draw, yeah. I guess that's another option. I don't know. I like chokes, but
dude, I love chokes.
On the draw, I mean, this hand's fine, not like great. I have a Blast Zone.
I think there's a better 6 with a bit more action.
I have mana. I'm personally would probably keep.
Cool. Nice.
But I think you're right that it's very mediocre. But here's the thing: if the games versus Delver go long, we win. We have 5 lands, which means we get to play around Days and Wasteland pretty well.
What about?
I like trying to ending this now.
Cool.
I know we have the Blast Zone, but I think even the way that our hands lined up, if they daze us, then that's like pretty good for us. And because we have the Punishing Fire too, so and I like not letting them have any surveil value. Like this is fine. Like even if they Wasteland, we don't care really. It would suck if they found a creature off this surveil. They did. I think we just P-Fire. If they keep dazing, we have the eventual Blast Zone to answer it, so...
And just hope for no... I guess it'd have to be fetch into Murktide. The next turn bog's kind of nice.
Yeah, I would bog here for sure. Although, yeah, I think you bog and play Valky. They didn't have days last turn.
Yeah, so maybe Valky first in case they have days, and then we get to catch that with a bog.
Yeah. Good call. Damn it, I'm gonna have to find a way to play this card in paper, and I don't know what the cut is. Been like super impressive every time I played it.
Okay.
What?
A Braid predicts Scalding Tarn Wasteland.
Okay.
So the Braid does enter the night currently, unless they Wasteland us. Choke. Okay.
So they have... So here, let's see, they have... Yeah, the Braid kills Knight, right?
Yeah.
Not great.
I don't mind just taking this time to get Choke into play.
Yeah.
We don't have double white either for... Actually, I'll pass like this, holding up as if we have a blast effect.
Hymo, because in paper I play Maddening Hex in the main and Minsc and Boo in the board. Those cards are not on Magic on.
Alright. Oh, I guess they can cast the Brazen Borrower here. But that's
they cast Brazen Borrower, they tap out their blue.
That's very true. Yeah, wow, that's huge.
Not good. This is not a good play for them. I don't know. I don't understand.
Unless they want to try to like take us off our mana.
Yeah, they're just gonna try to win the game with a 3-1. Very brave.
Okay. Nice. So we know those cards. I'm pretty happy to try to go for the Knight here.
Yeah. They daze, then that sucks, but they didn't daze. I play 1 Hex main, and I cut the Valky. I want to find room for the Valky, though, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. It's likely gonna mean that I take out the Depths combo.
I'm just gonna hold up the Emperor here, taking out the Brazen Borrower and daze.
Yeah. I agree. But I don't know. I have to think about it. It's like originally Valky was just a fun of, and it's been much better than I bargained for. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Savannah.
Like there are no more cuts to make, so I'd have to cut the combo for a plateau and go to 26 land and play Valky. Either that or play the combo and no Valky. I don't know which one is better.
Nice. That's huge.
Yeah, we cast it last game.
Nice. All right. Let's try to get this last one. Yeah, Valky's been sweet. I think the Obnix has been pretty awesome. That's probably the card that's impressed me the most. Especially as just a one of.
I agree. I think this league has been a very impressive showing, both for the deck and for all the cards that I play that people make fun of me for playing.
100%. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's just a fun deck. So many good lines. Especially from turn 1. It's just so many things to think about. Especially with mana.
Space, yeah, that's what I really like about it. It's why I'm like trying to figure out if I have to find room for it in paper. I think it's probably just right to cut the combo for a plateau and Valky, and like have better mana, like, and miss out on the combo. But I think that's probably just correct. I think I'm really lucky. I mean, probably pretty lucky. I don't know.
There isn't a stream decker, but if you type ! Decklist, you'll find the decklist through Cardboard Live. Oh, it is cold.
How are you doing? I noticed that you said you weren't feeling leagues this week, so are you hanging in there?
Yeah, I think I might have just gone a bit too hard on Magic for a little bit, like a few weeks of just like more than 2 streams a week.
Yeah, for sure.
And also like streaming from the work desk is also pretty tough. Like I work from home in my bedroom, so
yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I kind of just like to change it up.
Do other stuff.
Yeah, I usually like a few times a week I'll find somewhere else to work and just like drive there, which is cool. But yeah, sometimes when you just finish like a full day of work, do something, and then come back to the desk, you're like,
Yeah, you don't want to like spend more time at your desk doing on-work things.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I got a nice like veranda just outside that I can open up my doors to. There's like a pool and stuff. Yeah. So just a bit cold for that. But yeah, my employer is more than happy for me to find a co-working space, which is cool. I've just got to get around to doing it. Oh, I am tight in the shoulder.
Need a massage, Dukes?
How often does Seattle play Legacy? So you have like a weekly, and then I assume like monthly big events?
We play Legacy every Monday at Mock's boarding house, and also I believe it's either Tuesday or Thursday at the one in Bellevue. There's like 2 in Seattle area.
Nice.
And then it happens at some other stores around the area as like smaller stores. And we have this event coming up at the end of the month called Puget Sound Battleground.
I've heard of that.
That's our big like team tournament every year. And it's like Modern, Pioneer, Legacy. So I'm playing in that one, and I'll be playing this deck because what else would I play? And my Modern teammate is going to be playing Amulet Titan. Pioneer's mono green, but I'm not sure.
Cool. That's sweet.
So yeah, and we usually have like bigger tournaments. We had more before COVID, but I think we still have some decently regularly.
Nice. Spider Space. Asking about Hammer and Legacy.
I think you're just a good player. I honestly don't
know
that Hammer is.
Does your deck play Aethersworn Canonist in the main deck? Because that deck's pretty sweet. That card's pretty sweet as a way to play against some of the like unfair decks, but not really affect you too much. I think I saw Phil run a list that ran main deck Canonist, and that was kind of his Thalia in a way to keep some of the unfair decks from just steamrolling over you. It doesn't. Okay, well, interesting. Nice. Yeah, I'd love to see a deck list. I'd love to see how you make sure you're not too fair.
I think Spider Space has a 5.0 on Moto with it, so...
Nice.
Probably just go check out the list on that. Goldfish.
Well, that's very cool.
I've seen the list before. It looks very much like Modern Hammer, but with like some legacy stuff. And I don't know, maybe that. I think there's untold advantages in legacy to playing things that people do not prepare for.
100%.
Don't know how to play against.
It's pretty close. Like you get the 4 Ancient Den, 2 Caracas, but that's pretty much it. Leylines, Cloud Steel, Kieran. Interesting. You can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this deck looks sweet.
Modern Hammer with like 4 different cards.
Nice.
Basically.
It looks fun.
Mox Opal for banned in Modern, right? Yeah.
And Opal, of course. Nice.
I think, honestly, I just think Spider Space is a really good player. I don't think it's the deck.
Yeah, Gabe's jacked. Gabe is jacked to the tits with...
Yeah.
With, I forgot the word. But yeah, very cool. I always like seeing players bring, like, modern decks to Legacy. I've got a friend who plays Rhinos in Legacy, or in Modern, and wants to try out, like, some sort of deck like that in Legacy at like FNM.
Are we at a 6-minute queue? What the fuck?
People don't want to play against your shit, Connor. All right.
That's not.
They're sick of being planeswalked out. All right. So just.
They just don't want to anymore. Okay, here I'm gonna. This is a good opportunity. What does chat think? And Dougal, you can chime in. Should I play the combo in paper? Or should I play Valky in like an extra duel? That's my question.
Valky's pretty sweet. Oh.
Does anybody have any opinion on this? Because I need to figure it out before July 30th. If somebody has an opinion,
Okay.
I think we keep this because we have a library and the combo potential. The Stage Depths combo. The one in our hand right now. Overthink, I agree, but Valky's been excellent. I don't know what else to cut, so rock in a hard place.
All right, I'm gonna say Trop Ponder is a grindy matchup, but it could still be something like an Ant or Tez deck. It's sad that gone are the times where it's like Trop and it's like, oh, Infect.
At least if it's combo, we have our combo in hand.
That's very true.
I would get a Savannah since I ripped the Grove.
Yeah, nice. This also means if we draw into a Mox next turn, we can just hold up the combo, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Alright, opponent. So I think instead of depths, instead of the stage in the depths, there's going to be Valky and a Jewel Land.
Yeah, it would be Valky Plateau and then switch up the fetch base, or keep the combo in the deck and play. It'd be also be 1 less land. I'd be playing 26 land instead of 20.
This is where we just want Chalice at the top, right? Hopefully if we get another turn.
Oh, I'm playing 61. I'm settled on 61. It's been fine. I've felt zero difference.
No shuffle. Oh, okay. Terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like the worst card in the deck.
Ah.
Bad. Well. Yeah, we might be dead. You know what? You know what I think the call is? I think we play we can't take any damage, right? Because like we don't want to die to whatever. So I think we have to play Skoos and Grove and like try to like eat something at some point and hope we can make it around another turn.
Exactly. Tough.
I don't know. We're probably fucked because we didn't find a Chalice or a Mox there.
Hey Shen, welcome. Hope you're well. No, instant speed fetch is always nice, but I kind of feel like that's them thinking and counting.
Yeah. Man, I wish we'd found Mox. That would have been so sick. We probably would have had this game.
That's all, G. We got some little outs. I mean, a Chalice would be perfect. Oh, we do get another turn.
Nice. Let's eat something.
I would laugh if they were just going to go off second main phase.
No, it's fine if we eat, because if we put him to 21, we have 22 damage.
Yeah, very true. And they're most likely fetching, so.
Yeah.
Opponent really making sure if they can't go off here.
We just eat Brainstorm? Are they trying? What's happening? That dark. Okay, they're gonna go off next turn. I have one. Chalice on one, please. Damn.
Big yikes.
We're pretty dead.
Yeah, we can make them have it.
Play the depths and then die. Rough. I think this matchup is obviously a lot harder if you don't have Chalice on game one. Like, Chalice game one is very good. But here's the way that I approach like Storm with this deck, and the way I've always approached it is that like I'm fine with the matchup being 50-50 and relying on Chalice. Like, that's why Chalice is in the deck, so that Storm is a 50-50 match. I just kind of like take my odds against the deck and take my loss when I don't draw Chalice.
So they currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they do have Threshold. So we can take them off Threshold, but then they have Pedal and most likely another instant to go back to Threshold.
I see what you're saying. I don't know that taking them off Threshold is worth it here, because if they have an instant, it just takes us off the combo. Not that we're going to make it around the table, but I feel like we have to just play to the win.
Yeah. I like that.
So...
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well...
And if they go to 2 here...
Yeah.
then we just... Actually, they'd have to go to 1. Because our only red source is Grove.
Correct.
That's awkward.
They don't know about the Punishing Fire either.
No.
But they've hit double writ, triple writ, Lotus Petal, LED, so surely here.
You said you wanted to play against a combo deck.
That's very true,
Your wish was granted.
Here we are. Thank you. Thank you, VCF. Yeah, I assume the Winkler as a tutor effect is just going to be pretty good here. So I'm going to assume this is Ant. How would you board? What are you looking at?
Lines, Plague Engineer, Blast, Jokes, Oof. Everything but plows.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Dead. Yeah, it's tough because if we had found the Mox that one turn, we would have won. Yeah, Punishing Fire, Emperor. Fable is pretty slow. Blast Zone is actually. So I only take out Maze here because
of Mox mana.
Blast Zone. Well, no, Mox mana, but also there's a cute line. Not that you really ever have time, but if they empty, you can copy Zone with Stage as an outspoken.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I think Loam's too slow.
Loam's comes out, yeah. Valky comes out. It doesn't hit anything.
Yep.
Sudden Edicts are terrible.
Yes, thank you.
Fable is too slow.
I don't mind the chokes.
Yeah, chokes come in, blasts come in.
So maybe just like
how many cards
probably
we
the
have
prismatic
left?
Endings.
Endings, yeah, those are the other two. Because you bought Force of Vigor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also Green Suns for Oof, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow, this hand is absolutely busted. Keep it.
Yeah. Definitely keeping. Showing the ley line. The question is, do we bother about the Chalice on 0? Because we have the Oof?
I think you Chalice on 0. Well, okay. That's a tough question, yeah. Because they kind of like do the same thing, but also you don't want to die on turn 1 with this hand.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is a world where they just have like a bunch of rituals into a tutor effect.
Chalice on 0. Be safe.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward because they do the same thing, but at least that way the opponent has to answer 2 cards instead of 1. Grid, I don't think an Ant player would ever bring in Xanad's Form against a non-blue Loam deck. Missing.
Thoughtseize is fine because we still get a turn 2 threat, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I guess the Chalice is quite nice to get on the board and play around hand disruption to some extent.
Yeah.
Mox. I think the Wasteland's better for us.
Yeah, with Oof, yeah, you don't want to Mox. Mox is a pretty bad draw. You also have a Chalice out. It actually is the worst draw on the deck. You know what? That's okay. With Chalice on 0, do you then lead on Bob if you could have? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think the only card that gets us is like Chain of Vapor on the Chalice and then untap and go off.
Also a terrible draw.
I don't mind Wasteland here to turn off like Abrupt Decay into something.
Yeah, it means that we're like... Yeah, I guess the only card that we draw that matters with 2 mana is Bob, right?
Yeah.
We already have 1 down, so I guess wasting makes... Cats are going crazy. Sorry, that's the noise in the background.
No, that's all good. If I was a cat and I saw my owner playing against Ant, I would also go crazy. So.
Yeah. I don't know that we're winning this game because our clock is anemic, but we can certainly try. There's a Force of Vigor.
Yeah, so now we have a green card for that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just tough because like finding a threat like Knight means we also have to find a 3rd land as well, so I feel like seeing if our opponent...
and 3rd land. The Mox doesn't do anything, so we'd have to have 2 land drops.
Yeah, sorry, so that was before I Wastelanded. Like part of the reason for Wasteland is that it affects our opponent hopefully more than us.
Yeah, I still think the Wasteland was right there. Bigger hits Claw, but it can mess up their LED stuff if they don't play it right.
So this seems like a bounce effect.
Probably.
Probably on the oof, yeah. Because
oofing... But then they must have... Does that mean they have an answer to Chalice, too? Or like a discard spell? Or just hoping we don't hit a second land?
Yeah, maybe just keeping their mana.
We did not hit a second land. Rough. This is not how you want... I mean, our hand was very good, but we just bricked on land file, so... No. I do find that, generally speaking, all the Storm decks are pretty even. Happy with my like board plan and options against them. Like I think I don't want more stuff. Is what I'm trying to say. I think I'm fine with the percentage I have.
Oh wow,
that's really weird. Are they like? What was did they just
forget about it?
I don't know, because that doesn't even. I was gonna say fill the yard for Writ, but we have a ley line. Very strange play.
Yeah.
The Chalice is really good if we find another land.
Yeah, definitely. Especially seeing they've already used one Echoing Truth. I'd be kind of happy here to probably play the second Chalice instead of the Collect Oof if we did hit a land like just then.
Which we did, I agree. I think you grab a...
Savannah?
Savannah.
Do we want red?
I think you want Savannah for like for a night that you have in your hand. Like if you draw third land.
Like this means that Chain of Vapor just isn't it out, because even if they chain this in response, we can just replay this for 0.
Yeah, the only card that it's bad against is exactly Echoing Truth. But...
yeah.
I think I still like Chalice on one here and then Oof.
And there's the chain.
Wait, how does that... You just replay Chalice on 0?
Exactly.
I don't understand. That doesn't... Okay.
Interesting. I still like... Yeah, just going for Oof here.
Yeah, just play all the hate. Max hate. I played Knight.
Yeah, I like Knight as well, just to close out the game as fast as possible.
Yep.
Probably should have cast it second main in case they have some sort of bounce spell, but I assume if they have a bounce spell, they go after the lands, and usually creature removal is just Abrupt Decay. Maybe Fatal Push, but Chalice for 1, of course, answers that, so...
Yeah. What is the Knight? I can't... Is it 4/4? Okay.
Yeah, so we currently have a 2-tone clock, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think you just swing in... Yeah. I would probably play Bob out.
Yeah.
There's not really a reason not to.
No. Just in case they have some sort of answer for one creature, putting them down to at least 1 turns off like fetch lands and other stuff.
Damage you take is pretty... thick.
Probably just the same thing?
Yep, I think so. Yeah. Snap, keep. I mean, like, you have 2 hate cards, like, you don't mold this hand. They might have discard, but, like, you can't mold this hand.
Yeah, okay.
If they take Oop, waste and Chalice on... I think you just waste here, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy to waste, because it just increases our chances of even drawing into a Mox hand, which I wouldn't mind being able to accelerate out that Collector Oof.
Yeah. Oh, if you draw Mox, you definitely play Oof.
All right.
Fine.
Don't you do anything else. Don't you do anything else. Okay. Obnix.
Not actually the worst if we get to 3 mana, because I find it's actually quite good versus combo. Like either they're discarding or taking damage.
Okay.
I think there's a world where do we bog here?
Yeah, I think just to take them off a little bit of
off Cabal Rid, man.
Yeah. Like in case we draw into a 2-drop next turn, but it's not going to be really getting into a stage where we want to play the bog.
Yeah. Kind of rough that they had double discard and 4 lands. Whatever.
Chalice off the top would be insane.
Yeah, their hand lined up pretty well against what we're
doing.
Oh,
they played it out. Maybe to play around Chalice. There's the Bob.
That's not a bad draw. I think you...
If we play stage and we top deck Mox and Daps, then we can hold up the combo.
Yeah, but it means you can't play Knight as an option.
That's true.
I think I would.
Yeah, I think that's better.
For something.
Yeah, probably Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This gives you the option to play either Knight or Obnix next turn.
Yeah, that's very true.
The odds of topping Mox Depths are like, I don't know, 0.1%.
Yeah, not great. I wonder if my opponent played the Lotus Petal there to hold up Echoing Truth. Or just Decay, okay.
Wait, they're wasting a petal for that? I accept that trade.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially if this Knight can come online and get Wasteland going. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, if the Knight comes online, we can potentially, like...
just go for depths as well.
Or, like, state... Yeah, we just have a lot of options, or Wasteland them out.
Ooh, Green Suns for Oof?
They took Oof, it's in the graveyard.
Okay.
And I don't think that Green Suns for Scooz is good enough here.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be fetch.
It's going to be Knight.
Yeah. And it has to be a green.
They have 3 cards? It needs to be red, right?
Yeah.
So Taiga? Yeah, Taiga. Because Taiga lets you play Obnix next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we drew it. We drew it, so we can't actually go for it. No! That's so funny. That is so funny.
Really tough. Wow. Rough.
We can take them off black, which is relevant.
Yeah, so this is actually a complicated turn, because what is the Knight at right now?
6/6.
Oh, so close to being a 7/7. If it was... so close. Then we could Obnix 7 after attacks.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of options here. Like we can. I was gonna say you could Green Sun for Endurance is a line. You could Obnix sack the Knight. And you could attack with Knight and then Obnix sack Knight and then tick up twice, pressure them, or you could take them off black and play 1 copy of Obnix.
I like taking them off black. I think that's the safe
taking them
play. Off ritual effects.
And then so the next question is, do we Endurance or Obnix? Or get a second Knight and just put them on dead next.
Oh, second Knight. I like second Knight.
Let's get second Knight and waste.
Nice. Oh, I guess this doesn't play around Echoing Truth too well, but...
That's fine. Also, if they deal with 1 Knight, then we get to kill them with Obnix.
I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to wasteland it upkeep. I don't think so. I think I'd rather just wasteland now.
Do it now. Yeah, I like this. I mean, it makes them have it this next turn. Get to double attack and then Obnix.
Patiently waiting. Oh, no float. Wow.
They just don't have it. All right, let's see what they do. 4-1. Line. Pass, they're dead. We're gonna do it? We're gonna get it? Oh, is that it? I think we fetch. We fetch? Fetch.
Oh, they're at 15, so it's currently lethal.
What are the knights at?
8/8s.
Okay, wait, here, do we want to play around Echoing Truth? Oh.
Can we?
We can, what we can do is we can sack one knight to Obnix. And have Obnix be lethal, be at least like draw 7 cards if they Echoing Truth.
I guess that's
lethal anyway.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool because it's also a way to kill them because it's gonna deal 7 as well if we attack for 8.
Yeah, so they're dead either way. Now you attack with knight first.
I guess there's a world where they could have Echoing Truth on the Obnix. That would suck. No?
I didn't think about that.
7.
Tired. But this way we get to end the league with the MVP. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't thinking. That was silly. But we get to end it cooler now. It's a cooler way to win.
Opponent says GG's. Nice. Very cool.
I feel like that was a really impressive showing for this deck, and I'm happy about it.
Whew. Very cool.
And I think we had a shot at winning that mirror match if we didn't time out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. So many just little cool deck list.
The matchups were blue-red Delver, blue-red Delverless Delver, Mirror, Orion Zenith, and Ant. I wish one more league, but it's midnight for me, so I am out after this. Yeah. I will maybe stream again.
Nice. There's the list for anyone wanting it. Yeah, a huge thank you, Connor. This is really cool to play. I'm also going to go through a league with the list as well, and then come back with Connor and talk through some of my lines, I guess, and see how I go. But
I'm curious, what are your thoughts? Because I think you and I think you're a really good player, and I respect you as a player a lot. But I think we have our deck building tendencies are different.
Yeah, I'm obviously a massive Green Suns fan, but it makes sense to have so many more grindy planeswalkers in this list, and then just have a small Green Suns package. I really like it.
What do you think of the deck?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it's funny because there's so many 1-ofs and 2-ofs that you don't really see Fable or Kaya, but because of library and just the way that the deck grinds through cards, you just get to see them a lot more. The Valkyries are 1-off, and we saw them in pretty much every single game.
My the way that I play Legacy in general is that I like having angles of attack, and I think that means that I prefer playing more 1 and 2-ofs because it gives me there's just so many different things that decks have to cover from this list. If you can beat them with the combo or Saga or Punishing Fire Loam, and if you're not beating them with lands, then you've got 4 planeswalkers. 5 if you count Tibalt, and if you're not doing that, you have Knight, and Bob and removal or Fable. There's just like so many different ways you're attacking, and it's like really hard for opponents to answer everything at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think like the deck has the ability to beat anything in the format except for Doomsday, because that matchup is awful. And I like being able to have that flexibility. And I recognize that it's at the sacrifice of more consistency, but if you look at the cards, like even though there's a lot of 1 and 2 ofs, a lot of the cards kind of do the same thing or fill similar roles. So it's not really 1 and 2 ofs. It's just like slightly different cards that kind of do, like fill the same role for the deck. You have like 5 planeswalkers and like 6 removal spells and like 6 main creatures and the utility land package.
Yeah.
And there's just like 4 different angles covered by a lot of the same cards, but like slightly different. So
yeah.
It's just how I approach deck building, and I recognize that it doesn't how everyone likes to play Magic, but it's what's worked for me over the years and like where I've found it to be most comfortable. I like having all the different lines, and I also like to have fun. And you notice what was cool about that league is it was a lot of fun, and we did a lot of really cool shit.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like our opponent sacking Maverick Liege to Nixilis.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
good shit.
Yeah, a huge thank you for coming on. A huge thank you for those who came in and watched. I'll be back probably sometime next week. But to you, Connor, and to you, chat, I hope you guys all have a nice weekend. Stay safe.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks for having me. Thank you, chat. I'll be back.
And,
yeah, love your streams, dudes. Seriously, favorite streamer, so happy to watch.
Thanks, man.
Anytime.
Too kind.
Yeah.
Too kind. All right. Catch you guys.
All right. Later, everybody. Have a good night.